Hi students, today I will be discussing the first chapter of History class 9, that is French Revolution. In this French Revolution, we will discuss the circumstances or the society of France which led to the revolution. But before that, we should know this French Revolution was very much important because from two sides. First of all, this was the French Revolution, which was first time in the world fought against the ruler of the particular country by their own population. And this revolution took place in 1789 and started on 14 July. But here in the first part of this video, I will discuss what was the social system, what was the social cause of the French Revolution. First of all, I should tell you when the French Revolution took place. At that time, the ruler of France was King Louis XVI of the Bourbon dynasty. When he ascended the throne, that is in 1774, at that time already the French economy was suffering from a lot of drawbacks. What were the drawbacks? First of all, France had helped 13 American colonies to get free from the occupants of the British power. And in that, France lost a lot of financial problems. At the time, France lost a lot of money to help these colonies. Number one. Number two, after seeing this problem of the financial ground, King Louis XVI did not stop over there. He started to maintain a very much gorgeous court, and because of that he had to spend extra lot of money. Third, France had taken a lot of money from the money lenders, and for which King Louis XVI had to pay a big interest on this money. And because of that also, King Louis XVI faced a lot of monetary problems. Fourth, now you have to understand the social system of France in the second half of the 18th century when the French Revolution took place. There was three layers of society. On the first layer, there was clergy. Clergy means the fathers of church, or the church people. The second layer, from the top, there was nobility, kings and his associates. Second layer. And the third layer of society was there, which consists of all the business people, peasants, all the general people. Now I am coming to the point. So when France was seeing a lot of monetary laws, and to fulfill the laws, King Louis XVI decided that he will increase the tax. But who will pay the tax? Not the clergy, not the nobility. Tax will be paid by the third layer. General people, not the two top category people. So that made the people of France general people of France very much angry against the king. Number 5. There were two types of taxes in France that was to be paid by the third category of people, third layer of the people, general people. What taxes were there? Number 1, tithe. Tithe was the tax that was being levied by the church. 1/10. What was the quantity of the tax? 1/10 of the agricultural produce. The people, third stage people, had to pay to the church as the tax of worship. teeth. Second, there was tax called taille, Taille, taille. This taille was to be paid by the third estate. Why I use the word state? Because these three categories of people were called state. First state, that is clergy. Second state, that is nobility. And third state is general people. The third state had to pay one more tax still to the king. So you can understand that all the expenditure, extravagant court to manage, all the expenditure was being done by the king and the nobility and the clergy. But this clergy and nobility were exempted from paying the tax. And who are paying the tax? Who are just bearing the burden? The third estate. So that is why the third estate people were suffering a lot in France. And these are the reasons, 5 reasons I told. One more reason was there. That is subsistence crisis. That subsistence means the crisis that was prolonged for a long time, prolonged in France. That was taking place. Why? Because in 1789 it has been seen that suddenly the number of people of France increased and the production was not that much to meet the demand of the people. So the people of France, they started to suffer for their food, for their income or like that. As I told you, who will suffer? The third estate, not the first estate. And this crisis was prolonged in France. That also made the condition very much problematic. So 6 reasons I told. One more reason was there. That is very much important. Very, very much important question also may come. What was the role of the middle class at that time? You see, earlier also, the people of France, they revolted against the king. But that revolts were not succeeded. Why? Because that time in France, there was no educated leader to give them leadership. But in this time, in 1789, this time, second half of the 18th century, many such leaders developed. How this leader developed? As I told you, third estate. So from third estate, some of the businessmen were there. Okay, some of the traders were there. They earned a bit money in their hand, and they made their children educated. These educated people, they gave leadership to the general people of France. And because of this leadership, the revolt of France became more bona fide. People got the strength of mind, where people got the direction as how they could fight against the king, because king's power was very much strong. So this reason was also there. So the question may come, what was the role of the middle class for the French Revolution? Now 6th or 7th point, the role of philosophers. Who are philosophers? The writers and philosophers. At this time in France, some of the philosophers also developed. They took up the pen. They started to write different theories. Some of the philosophers' name you will get in the book. John Locke, Rousseau, he wrote a book named Social Contract. Then Montesquieu. These were the philosophers. By their theory also, they proved that king's power is not ultimate. Ultimate power belongs to the general people. So these books people read, and a sense of motivation developed among the people. So altogether, these reasons, this area, these circumstances made the people fight against the ruler. And in this way, French Revolution was developed. So I hope this idea is clear. In the next part of this video, I will discuss that. Now I have discussed what I have discussed, that what was the condition of society at this time in France, which helped in French Revolution. In the next part, I will discuss how did this revolution take place, and after revolution, what changes were made in France. One thing to keep in mind, before revolution, before 1789, the French society was called the old regime, and after 1789, the French society was called the new regime. So in this new regime, after the French Revolution, what changes took place? How was the society developed after the French Revolution? That we will discuss. And one thing to keep in mind, the question may come in your mind that we are in India, why we should read French Revolution? We have to read French Revolution because this French Revolution also helped the Indian Revolution to take place against the British, because the motto of French Revolution was liberty, equality and fraternity. This liberty, equality and fraternity, this idea also helped the Indian people to fight against the British. So from that point of view also, French Revolution is very much important. And at the last part of the chapter, we will try to relate the Indian Revolution and the French Revolution. So today what we have discussed, I hope you have understood. In the next part, we will discuss the developments in France after the revolution. Thank you very much. Stay in home, stay safe. Thank you.